These are my harvest today: the apples, peaches, tomatoes, grapes, and then one tiny strawberry. It's so fragrant, huh? It has been a pretty weird, pretty strange gardening season this year. Usually around this time of the year, the annuals are like drying or dead because it can get really hot here in Los Angeles. The average temperature around summer is like 90 to 100 degrees. So around late spring, early summer, they were struggling. So I kind of like gave them up and just enjoyed harvesting from the fruit trees. But recently I noticed that they are looking great again. So like the eggplant, the tomatoes, they're sort of rebounding. So I'm going to take you on a garden tour. And like even this apple is like so strange too. Look at this apple. It bloomed. Usually this apple tree blooms in springtime, around springtime, and then like only one time. But this year it is blooming twice. I'm not sure if this will turn to fruits though. And then that is the blueberry bush. So it is doing well. Usually it is dry. The leaves are dry too around this time of the year. These pretty roses, and then the tomatoes. I saw some spider mites. I pulled a few of them and then left the ones that were okay. And look at this. The leaves are not dry at all. See? This is the Kumquat Tomato. And then this is the look at this. It's kind of like still May or June when the leaves are looking like really nice. So this is the Genovese, the Italian tomato, the amethyst jewel, and then the early girl. Look at the early girl. More flowers. And then this is midnight snack. This is midnight snack, and it's gloomy too, like it's about to rain. This is I think one of the sprinkler here is broken. It seems like it's splattered a lot of water. Look at this Calamansi. So this is Calamansi or Calamondine. Oh my, a lot of fruits. You see all these fruits? It is loaded with fruits all the way up there. It's like really gloomy. See? Ooh, lots of Calamansi juice. What else? So this is the pear tree. This is the fig tree. That birds love to eat. See that bird? And this is a pear tree. See those pears. And then more pears down here. So this is, I think this is Andrew pear. This is the mystery pear actually. When we bought this, there's no label. On sale at Sadikoy nursery, and there's no label, so we just got it. It's a pear, but we don't know the variety. And then this is like this is a volunteer tomato. I don't know what variety too. It's the raspberry. And then so it's like this is like normal around this time of the year. The leaves would be dead, but there is this thing, another thing growing here. Weird. The pearlet grapevine. And then this is a fig seedling with seed that fell from the tree, the fig tree. So this is a normal thing for this like blueberry bushes. There are two here, O'Neill and South Moon. A neighbor is trimming the yard. Let's move to the other side. Let's show you the other side. Rain too, I think. It's like really gloomy. So this is the squash. This is paddy pan squash. These are asparagus, and then the bitter melon. Sort of gave up on them, but they are starting to take off again. Look at this, all these like blooms. Same thing with this squash. Look at this squash. I sort of gave up on this too, because like I thought like they are like dead, almost dying. But look, there are flowers. There are flowers, and there is this ready for harvesting. Actually too huge now, but I'm going to harvest this for dinner. And then there are more flowers and more like tiny fruits growing. See? And like really growing like better than we had the squash in the previous season. So this is only one squash, and look, from there all the way to here. And then the eggplant too. Look at this eggplant. A lot of like, oh, I like more fruits here too from the squash. It's really nice. And then the eggplant. The squash is now actually invading the eggplants. Oh, wow. So these are the eggplants. Oh, it's like tiny fruit here. And then this is the corn that I forgot to harvest. These eggplant, they're from last season. I pruned them all the way to the ground during winter time, and then they grew back in spring. And then they had fruits. I harvested them. After that, they were attacked by spider mites. So I pruned them again to the ground, and then they, look at this. They grew back and like looking really nice again and healthy. This is Nectar Plum, and this is the donut peach, and this is Persimmon. Like, look at this, because like what I said, it gets really hot here in midsummer. So around like the average is 90 to 100 degrees. So like the leaves, the leaves of Fuyu Persimmon are quite sensitive. They usually dry up, but there are like some flowers, as you can see. These are the flowers, and this one is the this is a cherry tree. And this is a lemon tree. I've shown this to you I think a couple of months ago. So there are like fruits, lots of like small fruits that are not ready yet. And this is a an Asian pear, Shinjiki. And so these are ready. They're like tiny, but let's try one. This is the first year that this, oh look at this, like really strange thing is happening. It is blooming too. Usually these trees only bloom springtime. And then this is the apricot tree, like, which is like really tall. And then this is another blueberry bush, and this is I planted this from seeds. These are beans, purple beans. So there are flowers. Look at those flowers. These are purple beans. And then ouch. And then this is Red Baron. So there were a lot of flowers this year, but they did not turn into like fruits, or they like stayed tiny. Look at this. I'm not sure if, oh, actually they'll probably like grow bigger. It seems like they're growing. But supposedly around this time they should be like ready. So this is another Eureka lemon tree. So these are the fruits. I have the pear tree, the pear here, the Shinjeki pear, or Asian pear, easier to pronounce. And then so there is like for this peach baron, there's only one fruit. I see only one fruit here, plus those tiny fruits. I'm not sure if they're going to like. This is a peach baron. And then what else? So let's move on to the other side. So we still here, we still have the Swiss chard. In another video I showed how to keep this Swiss chard from bolting, like, you know, when they're bolt, how to turn them into perennial. Like when they bolt, you cut the flowers. So like that's what I did, and see, they are not bolting anymore. So this is a flower of variegated calamansi. Now let's go to the other side. I've shown you this one. This is our like fig tree, which is like loaded with fruits right now. I just need to spend more time harvesting them. And then this is kumquat with tiny fruits. So today is like the next day. I stopped like filming yesterday because it was drizzling, and I had to start work. This is Satsuma mandarin with a tiny fruit there, and then that one is like a French sorrel. This is fennel, and like over here, oh, this is the kale. And then this one is a yuzu lemon. So this is fruit. And then this here we have Valencia Orange. This is Valencia Orange. There's another fruit there, and more fruits here. And then so we have the grapevine here. I just fixed the sprinkler. One of the sprinklers was pulled off the main line, so it was like shooting like water up. That's why this is like wet, so I just fixed it. So this is the grapevine, the blueberry grapes, which like we really enjoyed this summer. We had a lot of it. Was really bountiful this summer. They are sweet and juicy and yummy. This one is ready, but there are a lot more. Like, look in here behind this trellis. Look at those grapes. But it's like, it doesn't have fruits now. This is the citrus salad with 6 citrus in one tree. And then there are a lot of like, sorry, there are a lot of cars now because school is back. This is lemon verbena. I've said many times in the past that this is one of my favorite herbs. These are bay leaves or laurel leaves. That's a laurel plant. And then here, this is there's one fruit left. This is nectarine, which we also like super enjoyed. This tree was like really bountiful too this summer. And then that is a there's like one weed there, that is a rosemary plant. And then here is the thyme, this basil, and then sage, a lot of course. Plum, this is a plum tree. Let's check if there are still like fruits left. Oh, the fruits are gone. And here we have lemon balm, the chocolate mint, the apple mint, and then the strawberry mint on grow bags, on 1 gallon grow bags. Oh, then that one is lemongrass. So that's lemongrass. And then what else? Here we have more here. This is another basil. And here we have chives. And then Splenda here. And here we have this green onions. And this is the peppermint chard. These are shizito peppers ready for harvesting. So I am going to harvest them later. Some are already like red. Look at this. So these are the over there and over there. So these are shizito plants. Look at them. And we have more like peppers here. See how lush and green they are right now? Look at the leaves. Like what I said, usually around this time of the year they are like dry. The blueberry bush over there, usually they look like that around this time of the year, with leaves dried and like sort of the plant dying. But they will, most of them, the perennials, they will grow back in springtime. So, but look at this. It's like still like very lush and green, still looking really great. So this is banana pepper, and then more here. I can't remember what like the variety of this pepper is now. This is another pepper too. If you are interested in fall and winter gardening, the video on the top right has my top 10 most favorite cold loving crops. The video on the bottom left is growing an herb garden if you are interested in starting an herb garden. The video on the bottom right is preparing a backyard dinner with some garden harvest. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please click on the thumbs up button and subscribe, and we hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now and have a great weekend.